Welcome to Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. I am Get, your host. A viewer did contact me, just wanted basically a lot of information regarding their life, a lot of analysis. But the moment I went and I saw this is something special and it's something totally different. So I did contact the user and request before you do that, because she was just going to get like almost like a yearly, all the way about 8 months. So probably the whole year to this December. I said, well, what I'm seeing on, because I just looked at the chart because of the date. See, they have one of those dates that's going from one sign to another. But a lot of times the sun is still in the previous sign. So you have to read it differently. So I looked at it and I was correct with my assumption. And then I just saw a whole lot. But it was a lot of stuff. You just get a feeling that this is something unique, which I will be talking about. And I'm interested to see what the numerologist says as well. So I did tell that person. So we did change a little bit of the order to get your natal chart. I tell everybody that should be one of the first things you do is the natal chart, because it's covering your whole life. Now, you saw what I did with my friend here with the two natal charts on this channel right now, Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444, seen and heard on YouTube, because he had contacted me before. We got into it a little bit, but just got distracted. So we went back now. Things have changed, and we were able to do it a little bit more in depth and really find out what was going on between him and his twin and what's going on with that. But it's all from the natal chart. Anything else can help, but nothing will ever be as extensive as your natal chart for you. Not just one, what's going on today, where's love at today. This is your whole life, past, present, and future. Any past lives may be on there as well. So you definitely want to get that natal chart. And again, it's nothing to be scared about. Like if you have things going on in your life, it's probably because you have a connection with God. Because negative energy wouldn't waste this time on you if you weren't worth it. So sometimes people say, oh, my life is horrible, God must hate me. Sometimes you might have a special calling. So what I do when I do these charts, if I see it, I can mention it. But I can't make the chart all about that. You understand? Because a lot of people don't care about none of that. Where's love? Where's career? And that's it. They really don't care. They don't realize. I just had a person's chart that they connected them to the supernatural stuff going on in the Gobi deserts. Now, I don't know if you guys know about the Gobi deserts, but that's one of the most supernatural spots on Earth. It's almost as famous as the Antarctica. But this person wasn't interested in that as much as just where's love and all that. So, I can only go so far. So I'll at least let the person know what's there, and then I just give them the basic readings. And if they want more, then we have to go with more. And then I do meet people that do want to know more. They want to really know what's on the chart. Like, what's the metaphysical stuff, the esoterical stuff? What's the stuff that's on my chart that's hidden? Because they really want to know. So everybody's different. So I do give people that option. All right. So what you're about to hear now is just the numerological. I'm always gonna on that, but I'm gonna do it again. Numerological report based on the time of birth. No, based on the date of birth and a full name on the birth certificate, because that's gonna be her life prediction, her life prophecy for life. So we're gonna learn a lot there. But then the natal chart is going to really nail it home. And now her natal chart, because of the numbers, everything from the moment I went to look up her chart, I could see it. Well, really, it started from the moment I saw that her birth date. I knew, well, this could be one of those signs that's really in two different signs. So that started my investigation. But from the moment I started getting that natal chart, you could tell this is a special situation. So I'm interested to see what this gentleman is going to say. And then I'm interested to see what's going to go on when I do analyze the chart. Again, we have sales going on. Do it now. We're getting ready to go in the summer. We're getting closer to summer. Don't wait till it hits on your door. See, this isn't really, if you have common sense, and I have to call it like it is, if you have common sense, this is not about what you think or what you feel. It's about what's really going to happen. And you want to deal with people that know what they're talking about, like me. You want to deal with experts, not somebody just blowing smoke up your ass, telling you a whole lot of stuff, and then hitting the cash register, ching, 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 because you're really just being lied to and ripped off. And unfortunately, some people like that kind of stuff. I try to keep my prices reasonable, and I tell you the truth of what's going to go on. So that way you know what to really be ready for. All right? Next voice you hear will be the numerologist.
Thanks for requesting your free numerology reading here at numerologist.com. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a quick yet deeply revealing analysis of your unique numerology chart based on your given name and date of birth. There are 5 elements that form the core of your chart and that most massively impact your life. They are the life path, birthday number, soul urge, expression, and personality number. And by intimately understanding your numbers, you'll uncover many fascinating truths about who you are, how others perceive you, and the unique opportunities that lay ahead. The most important number in your numerology chart is your life path. It reveals your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're here to learn. It highlights the specific opportunities and challenges you'll encounter and your unique personality traits that will help you on your journey. Your life path is calculated by simply adding up the digits of your date of birth. Your life path number is a 7, and this tells me a lot about you. You are mystical, intuitive, and sensitive. You have a quiet power and garner the utmost respect from those around you. You have extraordinary wisdom, like you've lived 1,000 lifetimes, and seek enlightenment over material achievement. You have a clear and compelling sense of self and a deep yearning to understand the unknown. You're an analytical thinker, capable of great concentration, and give practical insight and advice. You enjoy your privacy and prefer to work alone, but have great confidence, wit, and charm which draws people to you. You're often the storyteller, sharing your sage-like wisdom with those around you. At times, you're accused of being a lone wolf, someone who lives by their own ideas and methods, but it's only because you are fascinated by life's little mysteries and are constantly seeking answers. You have the rare gift of using creative insight to solve even the trickiest problems. Continue to do this, and you'll effortlessly achieve your full life path potential. Next, let's look at what is known as your expression. This is another extremely important element in your numerology chart, as it highlights your natural talents and abilities, many you likely didn't know you had. It's often called the destiny number because it reveals a great deal about your potential and what you're meant to accomplish in this lifetime. While your life path is calculated using your date of birth, your expression is calculated by analyzing the letters of your full name at birth. Why your name? It represents the inheritance of your personal history up to the moment of your birth. Each letter and corresponding number, like a mosaic, combine to form the complete picture of who you are and who you're meant to be. Your name at birth is said to be the blueprint of your potential. To get a free personalized expression reading based on your full name, please enter it above.
Okay, he's calculating.
Hey again. I'm so glad you decided to stick around and get your personalized expression reading based on your full name at birth. As you'll see for yourself in just a moment, your expression number, or what is sometimes referred to as your destiny number, is one of the most telling elements in your numerology chart. Unlike your life path number, which uncovers your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're meant to learn along the way, your expression number produces a highly potent and accurate profile of who you are and the magic you put out into the world. It reveals the innate gifts you were born with and predicts your ultimate potential. Your expression number is calculated by adding up all the digits that correspond to the letters of your birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. It can be a bit time-consuming to do the math by hand, so I took the liberty of calculating and interpreting your expression number for you. Based on my calculations, your expression number is 5. And after getting to know you a bit better, it's really no surprise. 5 is the number of freedom and variety. You're extremely easygoing and adaptable. You love to stay ahead of the curve and are always asking, what's next? You love to travel, live in the fast lane, and handle quick changes with grace. Your greatest gift is your ability to multitask without breaking a sweat. You probably found that failure only knocks at your door when you find yourself bored or unchallenged. Your versatility and quick start personality are the keys to your success, so keep it up. Your love of constantly changing circumstances and unusual happenings will keep your life colorful and interesting. While those more rigid than you may question your commitments or see you as unstable or unreliable, you know the importance of planning and goal setting. You have more spice in your life than most. Continue to focus on building an empowering routine, letting your intuition to guide you, and honoring your commitments, and you'll have more success and fun than you thought possible. Please know that there is still so much left to explore in your unique numerology chart. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to give you even more insight into your life, relationships, and true purpose by analyzing your soul urge number. Your soul urge number, also called your heart's desire number, represents the inner you. It exposes your hidden motivations, deepest cravings and urges, likes and dislikes. It reveals the true intention behind most of your actions and decisions. In just a minute, you'll discover your soul urge number and meaning. But first, to make sure this reading is as customized and accurate as possible to your current life circumstances, I just need a bit more information from you. Please go ahead and enter it now above. You'll also see that we ask for your email address. This is so we can send you written transcripts of your personalized reading, so you can refer back to anytime you'd like. When you enter your email address, you'll also become part of our thriving community and receive regular updates, special invites, and content from our panel of expert columnists. This is completely optional, but we'd hate to see you miss out on the few surprises we have planned for you. So if you'd like to stick with us, please leave your best email address above. Then, please double check that the information you entered is accurate, and then click the Continue with my free reading button to dive even deeper into your numerology chart.
Okay, he's calculating. I'll be right with you.
I've got all the information I need to complete your personalized numerology reading, and you guessed it, I saved the best for last. Now, a word of caution. The information I'm about to share with you is incredibly intimate and may raise a hair or two. Most people are often shocked at the accuracy of these readings, and I think you will be too after you hear the intriguing truths I've discovered about your personality, hidden motivations, and true purpose. If you choose to listen on, do so with an open mind, and this insight is sure to bring you immeasurable rewards. I'll start by examining your soul urge number. Your soul urge, also called your heart's desire, shows what your soul needs to grow and evolve in life and relationships. Like your expression number, it's derived from assigning numerical values to the letters of your full birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. Except, in the case of your soul urge, you look only at the vowels. Here's why. Consonants are pronounced with sharp edges and have a definitive beginning or end. They represent your public personality and the traits you outwardly share with the world. On the other hand, vowels are pronounced from free-flowing breath and have softer edges. They represent the true, tender, and often hidden you, and reveal your deepest soul urges, many you likely didn't know you had. The famous Renaissance doctor, translator, and astrologer, Marsilio Ficino, devoted much of his life to studying the incredible ways one's life improves when he or she follows the promptings of the soul. The benefits he encountered were undeniable. So, are you curious to know what your soul urge says about you? After analyzing the vowels of your full birth name, I've discovered that your soul urge number is 6. Whether you know it yet or not, you have a strong sense of responsibility and are the one person everyone turns to for help. You are a great lover of home and family and seek to make peace rather than disturb it. You have an innate sense of beauty, harmony, and compassion, and a strong calling to be a counselor, peace worker, artist, or teacher. Because of your diplomatic nature, you are often called on to settle disagreements in both your private and professional life. You have a tendency to put your needs on the chopping block in order to help others, but it's only because it's your soul's urge to work for a grand cause that supports your sense of contribution. You are a true humanitarian, but be careful not to get into situations where you are doing everything for everyone or being taken advantage of. Allow yourself to be supported from time to time, and there's no doubt that you'll achieve the appreciation, respect, and harmony your soul craves. When it comes to relationships, you value companionship and commitment. It can be hard for you to move forward in life without a sharing and stable partnership. You have a sensitive nature that can make you a bit vulnerable, but allows you to reach deeper levels of love than most. You would do just about anything to make the one you love happy, which makes you nearly the perfect companion. But that's not all I've discovered about you. Like an onion, you have many, many layers, and after digging a little deeper into your numerology chart, I can see that you have plenty of unique traits and personality quirks left to explore. My impression of you is that you aren't as relaxed as you should be. I sense a lot of nervous energy, and that your mind is always going in a million different places. That isn't to say you aren't confident, because I think you actually have a great deal of self-esteem and are quite expressive. I envision you doing some sort of physical activity as a way to clear your head, perhaps dancing, walking, yoga, or some sort of aerobics. I see you as very feminine, cultured, and powerful, and not at all a wild woman. I sense you are a very kind and giving person and probably couldn't play bad cop if you tried. Although sometimes you give too much and don't get much back. The trick is to find balance in your relationships. I think you have an investigative mind. I wouldn't call you naive or oblivious. In fact, you don't miss much, but sometimes you can be a bit of a dreamer, which may lead to some impractical decisions. I get the sense that you are very family and community oriented. You enjoy being around and helping others, and you will thrive in marriage. It's likely that you've been with many different types of men, but through no fault of your own, you've attracted men that really didn't deserve you or appreciate what you had to offer. I suspect you have either a failed marriage or a long-term relationship behind you. This man wasn't ready to put you first in his life, which left you feeling frustrated. I also sense that you've been with a man in the past who was more of a best friend. While he cared for you very much, was able to provide for you, and gave you emotional security, the lust and passion was missing in a relationship, which is why it ended. Now, you tend to be quite selective with whom you choose to be with, but feel immense gratitude for everything you've learned about yourself through your past relationships. You have transformed into a stronger and more independent person. I sense that you are much more self-reliant and non-judgmental than you once were. Because you're so young at heart, I get the feeling that you attract a lot of younger men, but there seems to be too much of a generation gap to interest you. They're still into the whole bar scene, and you've been there, done that. I don't think you're into the drinking type. It's likely that your friends have tried to play matchmaker in your life at one time or another, and you've probably been on at least one blind date. But at this point, you'll always know very quickly whether there's potential for a relationship, and it's rarely there. While many people, especially your family members, wonder if you'll ever get married, I sense that you will. You will meet your soulmate when you least expect it, and he will be unlike any man you've dated before. You will feel inspired by this person, and will experience things you wouldn't ordinarily experience. I picture your future husband as someone who is a nurturer, a man who is mellow and sensitive, like a big teddy bear who has already sown all of his oats. This man will be ready to put you first. He will be your counterpart and will love your strength and sensuality. There will be fireworks with this man, although he was a bit intimidated by you at first. I see you with children, either biological or adopted, and I believe there are exciting things in store for you over the next 9 years. They will be far more rewarding than the last 9. Just be sure to let go of any excess baggage and cut the cords to any past relationships that are no longer serving you. You are in complete control of your destiny. This may be hard to believe, but the information I've shared with you over the last few minutes barely scratches the surface of what I can discover about you by digging deeper into your numerology chart. After just looking at your life path, expression, and soul urge numbers.
All right. He's going to send you all that information to your email in written form. So just to save time, so I can get started with your natal chart analysis, we're going to stop it there. Now just give me a moment. All right. Now your natal chart analysis is going to have a lot of information, and I would rather keep it all together on one video, which will be your natal chart analysis. So I want to stop this video, which considers your numerological prophecy based on the numbers in your name and birthday. So that concludes this. And he did say a lot of stuff. Like I said, this is like a unique and special person. So the purpose of all these analysis she's getting today is because she's got to bring herself in line with her universal purpose. And that's a little bit different than just say, oh, I'm here to be a teacher, I'm here to be a doctor, or whatever. Universal purpose is when you have a unique calling with the universe. And not everybody gets that. So we'll be dealing with that on the next video for her, which will be the Astrology, the natal chart analysis. And again, you can, if you don't have the service, if you don't have the new services offered priceless, you can contact me. It's a lot of sales going on. And again, remember, we do anything that's considered supernatural, paranormal, occultic, or hidden, astrology, horoscope, love. And we have all kinds of services, including phone service. So make sure you know what's going on, and make sure you realize that this is also, everything's on sale right now. And also, like I said, you want to deal with people that really know what they're doing, not just somebody who makes you feel good, because you might feel good, but your life may still be crapped out. So you want to know what's going on and why. So you deal with experts like me, any experts out here, and not too many people are experts with the natal charts. All right, God bless.